Okay, good morning to everybody. Today we'll discuss the basic computer organization, second part. In previous, this is actually review class. From this part, we'll learn about the basic operations performed by all types of computer systems, basic organization of a computer systems, input units and its function, output units and its function, storage unit and its function, and types of storage used in a computer system. So from this chapter, actually, we learn about these key words. So actually, what is the basic elements of a computer system? That's mean computer. You must know what is the computer. A computer is an electronic machine that stores, retrieves, and processes data. It cannot think or reason. It can only carry out instructions given to it. A set of instructions that directs its actions is called a program. You must know what is the program. This is the set of instructions or a series of instructions. So different programs are used to solve different problems. Ability to accept, store, and execute programs makes the computer an invaluable and all-purpose business tool. The first steps of solving a problem by a computer is to develop a computer program and then store it in a memory. The computer then executes the instructions in the program. The instructions generally directs the computer to perform three basic functions. You must know. Input, processing, and output. So input, so for this, actually, we must need a arithmetic logic unit, control unit, central processing, and computer as a system. That means these three concepts: input system, processing, and output, we can classify in this four part. So what is the inputting? The five basic operations of a computer system. This is the very important basic operations for any computer systems. First of all, the inputting, the process of entering data and instructions into the computer system. So first of all, you have to input the instructions, okay, with a keyboard or with a mouse or with other external devices. So first of all, you have to first basic operations will be what? Inputting. Then you have to store the storing data, saving data and instructions to make them readily available for initial or additional processing whenever required. After inputting the data with the keyboard or any other external devices, then you have to store data. Okay, so storing is the second basic operations. Then the processing. So performing arithmetic operations, suppose addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, or any other logic operations like equal to, less than, or greater than, equal to, etc. on data to convert them into useful information. So the processing of a computer is different to human. Remember it, because they have their own language. So their processing is different and different language, high level language or low level language are used. So another fourth basic operations is outputting. So the process of producing useful information or results for the user, such as printed report or visual display, is one kind of outputting. Then we have to control. That means directing the manner and sequence, that means program, in which all of the above operations are performed. So after controlling, the five basic operations of a computer system finished. Now, if we draw a diagram with this basic organization of a computer system, so program and data, then after program means you must know what is the program, a set of instructions or a set of a series of instructions or logic. Then we have to input with a keyboard or mouse or any other devices okay, then input data. Then we have to send it to storage unit. Okay, so storage unit are two types, you must know. One is primary storage and other is secondary storage. Okay, so primary storage and secondary storage, in any one storage we can store this input data. Then control unit, that means this control unit use the arithmetic logic unit. Okay, so this whole is called central processing unit. Remember it, central processing unit. So this whole is called actually central processing unit. After processing data, then they will give the result, that means output unit. Then whole information come out with a as a result. So this arrow indicates the flow of instructions and data. Remember this arrow indicates flow of instructions and data, and this dot indicates the control exercised by the control unit. This is the control units symbol, remember it. So this is the actually basic organization of a computer system with a block diagram. Now you must know the input unit. An input unit of a computer system performs the following functions. It accepts or reads instructions and data from outside world. Okay, we can collect data from YouTube, we can collect data from email or different media. So it accepts or reads instructions data from outside world. Now second function is it converts these instructions and data in computer acceptable form. That means then this instruction must be acceptable to for the computer. So we have to make them or convert them into acceptable form of a computer. Now number 3 functions, it supplies the converted instructions and data to the computer system for further processing. If there are any query or if there are any further controlling, then we have to convert the instruction and data to the computer system for further processing. So this is the 3 functions for input unit. Now what are the functions of output unit? An output unit of a computer system performs the following 3 functions. It accepts the result produced by the computer, which are in coded form and hence cannot easily be understood by us. So you must know the language of a computer are different to us. It accepts the result produced by the computer, which are coded, that means 1 0. Coding means what? 1 0. They always understand 1 0. That means bit, byte, and megabyte. So are coded from hands and cannot be easily understood by us. So this is why they convert this coded result to human acceptable or readable form, this output unit. So it supplies the converted results to the outside world. That means after collecting the results, we can send to other media. Now storage unit. What are the function of storage unit? The storage unit of a computer system holds or stores the following: data instructions requires for processing or receive data from input devices, then intermediate results of processing. That means they process the intermediate result, then final results of processing before they are released to an output device. So this is the 3 functions we have studied in our previous lecture, function of storage units. So you must know there are 2 types of storage. One is primary storage, another is secondary storage. So what are the function or characteristics of primary storage? This primary storage is used to hold running program instructions and used to hold data, intermediate result, and result of ongoing processing of jobs. That means they first of all they run the program and hold the data to give the intermediate result and before the final result and result of ongoing process of job. First in operation, that means the operation will be very fast. Fast means you must know very speedy, small capacity, expensive, and volatile. This is the characteristics of primary storage. Now another storage, secondary storage, you must know used to hold stored programming instruction. That means hardware, hard disk. You must know secondary storage or CD or DVD, etc. are secondary storage used to hold data and information of stored jobs, slower than primary storage, large capacity, lot cheaper, and primary storage retains data even without power. So that means we can store any data. Now, what are the arithmetic logic unit? Arithmetic logic unit of a computer system is the place where the actual executions of instructions takes place during the processing operation. That means this is a logic unit which process data with their own language of that means for the with the language of computers after accepting the program. Then control unit is the what is control unit? Control unit of a computer system manages and coordinates the operations of all other components of the computer systems. So this is the actually main station of CPU, that means central processing unit. So central processing unit, what actually? Arithmetic logic unit plus control unit. So this whole combinedly called central processing unit, and it is a brain of a computer system. Remember it, because all functions of a computer system performed by this part. That means central processing unit. So this is central processing unit is called brain of a computer system, and it is responsible for controlling the operations of all other units of a computer system. That means you must know there are 5 units of a computer system. So all parts are done by this. That means central processing unit. So the system concept, a system concept has the following 3 characteristics. A system has more than one element. We have to remember that. First characteristic is a system has more than one element. Number 2, all elements of a system are logically related. That means illogical or not, which is not logical, it will be not the part of system. Number 3, all elements of a system are controlled in a manner to achieve the system goal. That means the purpose of the system will be achieved. A computer is a system as it comprises of all integrated components. That means which one? Input unit, output unit, storage unit, and CPU that work together to perform the steps are called for the executing program.
The components of a computer system.
Now, components of a computer system. A computer is used to process data, and data processing system consists of more than just a machine. A computer system must contain hardware, software, humanware, and operational procedure. So therefore, these 4 concepts or components of computer we have discussed in earlier. Now, what is the hardware? You must know hardware refers to a machine or physical equipment that performs the basic functions of a data processing cycle. That means in a human body, you must know there is a big difference between dead body and a human body. Okay, so dead body means what? The dead body has no life. Okay, life, but a human body, what? Life plus body. So only body without life is called hardware. That means if any machine which is not without the program, any program, okay, any software, without software, all parts of physical equipments which can be touchable is called hardware. In addition to the computer itself, other hardware devices are also required. These devices may be offline, that is detached from the computer and operating independently, or they may be online. Online means what? Always connected to the computer, that is directly connected to and controlled by computer. A printer is an offline device and a keyboard is an online device. Remember, a keyboard, because keyboard we have to input data with keyboard. This is why there is a main connection between the computer and a keyboard. This is why it is online online, and a printer is offline device. Now, what is software? A program. You must know what is program. A program is a sequence of instructions or a series of instructions which directs the computer to perform certain functions. A computer must have access to a stored program, because after processing data, inputting data, we have to store the program and input data for data. And it must make decision arithmetically and manipulate data or with the help of control unit. Okay, and output results in the correct sequence. So the programs are referred as a software. Software is generally categorized by system software and application software. So what is the system software? System software consists of a program that helps the use of a computer. This program performs such standard tasks as organizing and maintaining data files, translating program written in programming language to a language acceptable to the computer. That means without this system software, no computer can be perform any function, because this is with the help of this system software, computer can perform any functions. Okay, and scheduling jobs through the computer as well as aiding in other areas of general operations. So after all, the system software is the most important one, is known as the operating system. So the store data, you cannot delete this software from the main computer or main operator. You must know in any mobile, in any handset or a smartphone, there are two types of software. One is system software and another is application software. The system software is the, you cannot delete this data. Okay, because with the help of this system software, this mobile can operate. And application software is this, what actually we can download any apps. Suppose cam scanner, for making a PDF, you can download cam scanner, or word file, MS Word file, or MS PowerPoint, any software, any apps you can download. But this is the application software, because we can delete this from the mobile. This is why the system software cannot be deleted, because this this is the main system connected with the main system, connected with the 5 unit of systems. You must know 5 units of system. Which one? We have studied 5 units of system. 5 units of system. This one, the 5 basic operations of a computer system. This is why system software connected with the what 5 basic operations of a system. Which one? Inputting, storing, processing, outputting, and controlling. So these 5 basic operations performed by what? System software.
System software.
Remember it. System software. So this system software always may connected to the main computer and controlled by the computer. This is why we cannot delete the data of this. And we can, you must know about the application software, includes program to perform user applications. That means cam scanner or MS Word, Microsoft Word, or MS Excel, we can download from the outer side. So a computer program for preparing result of a public examination is an example of application software. That means you must know the controller of examination will supply the result for the first semester or second semester or any semesters. So they use another system, another software for that. Okay, so this is why it is called application software. An application program are either purchased or written by a computer users for a specific application. In banking system, in every bank, they use their own application software, because for the security system, for more security, they can purchase from a big company for the welfare of their company. So for the banking system, they use another different application software for the security. Okay, so the application softwares are either purchased, purchased from other company, or written by computer users for a specific application. This is why in banking, bankers always use a special computers for the counting. Okay, now human error. Human errors refers to the persons who design, program, and operate a computer. That means 3 functions: design, programming, and operate a computer. That means 3 knowledge can have a human error. So there are numerous categories of jobs But three principal positions for a large computer installation are system analyst, programmer, computer operator. So what are the types of principal position for the installation? What? System analyst, programmer,
programmer,
and computer
Programmer,
operator.
computer.
So people in each of these areas generally perform special purpose tasks under the supervision of a director or manager of a big company. Okay. So a system analyst, what is the system analyst? A system analyst requires a broad background and extensive understanding of the above three jobs. That means these three jobs, that means system analyst, programmer, and computer operator. So they must have these three ideas. Okay. The main task of a system analyst is to study information system and their processing requirements. A system analyst defines the application's problem, determines system specifications, recommends hardware, software, and design information processing procedure. So a system analyst is knowledge must have knowledge about the computer. Now, what is the programmer? A programmer requires a comprehensive knowledge of programming language. That means the programming language means what? Language of computer for the control system and standard coding procedure. That means these two knowledge must have a program. This position does not require the broader understanding of the structure and inner working of an application. So a programmer's principal job is to code or prepare program based on the specification made by the system analyst. That means system analyst supervise how a programmer do for the program. Now computer operator. A computer operator requires at least extensive background of the three categories. A computer operator generally perform a series of well-defined tasks to keep the computer operating at maximum efficiency. That means maximum tasks done by computer operator. So they must have efficiency for this. The efficiency of a program installation depends on the quality and ability of the operational staff. So these four part, that means hardware, software, human error, and operational procedure. So these four concepts are the main components of a computer systems. So now what is the operational procedure? Operations of a data processing centers requires an extensive and clearly defined set of a procedure for performing the essential function. Suppose we have to make a successful program, then we have to process the data. We have to collect the data from data centers and requires to extensive and clearly defined it. That means a set of procedure must have for this data to perform the essential function. This function generally includes obtaining, preparing, entering data into the computer. That means the main function include what? Obtaining. First of all, you have to obtain the data and prepare data, then enter data into the computer by unit function. So the processing jobs initiating new program and changing or deleting old ones if it is not or for our desired program, then we can delete or change the result. Okay, then it will send back to the control unit, then make another result for us. Such procedure requires action to be taken in the event of hardware or software malfunctions. So the importance and limitations of computer, we have studied about this. So I am not reading now. So you must know about this advantage and limitations of a computer.